Jey Uso from 2020 to 2024 has to be one of the biggest characters that we have seen besides our OTC, Roman Reigns. Today, we look back at Jey Uso's personal character growth from 2020 to current times as he is the Intercontinental Champion. I am Showtime Shoots, and today I have a Showtime short story of the evolution of Jey Uso. Let's talk about it.
Showtime shot this.
Jey Uso began his singles run at Clash of Champions 2020, where he faced off with his cousin, Roman Reigns. He ultimately lost the match against Roman Reigns. After the match, Roman Reigns brutally attacked Jey Uso at the end of the match to assert his dominance in the Anoa'i family. Let's fast forward to Hell in a Cell 2020, Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns one-on-one Hell in a Cell I Quit match. Jey Uso was again unsuccessful against Roman Reigns when at the end of the match, Jimmy Uso had to come out and help Jey Uso. But Roman Reigns wasn't having it. He guillotine choked Jimmy Uso, made him lay flat, and let Jey Uso say the words, "I quit." Those two moments established Jey Uso as main event Jey Uso. Moving on to 2021, Jey Uso main event moniker lived up to his name, because in 2021 he was having high profile matches on SmackDown against the likes of Daniel Bryan, against the likes of many superstars on the roster. Hell, he even won Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. That man Jey Uso reunited with his brother yet again to be able to face the guy we all know and love, Dominic and Rey Mysterio. And that's a wrap for 2021. Moving on to 2022, my favorite part of the whole main event Jey Uso moniker and the Bloodline. Let's get into it. In May 2022, Matt Riddle and Randy Orton, RK Bro, faced off with Jimmy and Jey Uso on a Monday Night Raw, and Jimmy and Jey Uso went ahead and unified the WWE Tag Team Championships, which they held for a record number of around 600 days, I believe. Later on, during this whole cinema of a segment for the Bloodline, Jimmy and Jey were having conflicts with Roman Reigns throughout 2022, and then throughout that year, they fought in War Games. When they fought in War Games, Sami Zayn was a part of the Bloodline, and they integrated him as an honorary Uso. In 2023, the Bloodline story continued. With complications between Roman, Jimmy, and Jey, the cracks were beginning to summon, per se. Roman Reigns, Jimmy, and Jey Uso got into some beef. At Night of Champions 2023, Jimmy Uso super kicked Roman Reigns, and that's where it all began. From Jey Uso trying to tell him, "Why did you do that?" to Jimmy Uso saying, "I did this for you, Uso," to everything. From Roman Reigns manipulating Jimmy Uso, manipulating Jey into believing that Jimmy Uso was a fraud in the family. He wanted more than Jey, and that wasn't true. But they settled their beef in a tag match at Money in the Bank, where Jimmy and Jey Uso picked up the win against Roman and Solo Sikoa. But a side note, Jey Uso pinned Roman Reigns in that match. For the first time in 3 years, Roman Reigns was officially pinned. Later in the year, Jimmy and Jey Uso were split up in a sense that Jey Uso had another match against Roman Reigns at SummerSlam 2023. But boy oh boy did he fall short. Due to Jimmy Uso backstabbing his own brother, super kicking him in the face. Jey got emotional. Roman speared him through a table. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns has pinned and beat Jey Uso for the 3rd time in their saga. In 2024, after this happened last year in 2023 SummerSlam, Jimmy and Jey Uso had a singles match that did not go as well at WrestleMania, where Jey Uso picked up the victory over Jimmy and remained Mr. Yeet Master himself, Jey Uso. Now, moving on. Later in 2024, main event Jey Uso became one of the single most hottest stars in WWE history. He is compared to the likes of Jeff Hardy from back in the day when Jeff Hardy was literally the most underrated star in early 2000s. Jey Uso is now your Intercontinental Champion by beating Braun Breaker on a random Monday Night Raw when no one expected it. After shortcoming after shortcoming after shortcoming, Jey Uso finally won gold, singles gold at that, for the first time ever in 14 years. And boy oh boy, was that a good ass way to start off Jey Uso as a singles star, winning the IC title against Braun Breaker. This is what Jey Uso had to say after winning his first singles title in WWE.
Everyone who's been on my journeys, I'm happy it happened in front of my home state, California. Hey, but I promise I'm a big believer though, and hard work will always pay off. Kids though, good grades, kids. Listen to your parents. Say your prayers, man. And I swear, your dreams will come true. Just like getting my first championship, the new Intercontinental Champion. And if you down with Jey Uso beat the new IC champ, then let me hear you say, yeet!
Yeet indeed, my brother Jey Uso. Enjoy your title reign, brother. This was the evolution of Jey Uso in one Showtime short story video. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Remember to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll be seeing y'all in the next time. Later.
Showtime Shoots, signing off.